Hey, internet. Back with another memory keeping spread. We are up to date now. Well, it's like Tuesday. I couldn't record this weekend and I couldn't record on Monday because the house was like crazy. So it's Tuesday. We're memory keeping. It's a thing. Full disclosure right now, in case anyone is like in a place right now, like this is gonna be a doozy. Like, I've been pretty public about it on my Instagram, but the week that I am memory planning in is the week that, I don't want to say I broke up because it's more complicated than that, but like, me and my boyfriend of like 9.5 years have broken up. So there's going to be some of that happening in this spread. If you're like not in a place to be listening to that kind of content right now, like close out of the video, we're good, basically. I will be using this Keep It Fresh collection from Cricut Paper Co. I swear to God I use more kits than just Cricut Paper Co. I just have such a stockpile from her. And I was going through and I was looking for a kit that kind of like positively reflected the situation as much as possible. I know, it's like, it's not all positive. There is not, this week has 100% not been completely positive, but this is my memory keeping book and I would like to use it to reflect in a meaningful and beneficial way on my life. So instead of doing like a dark kit with like dark themes or whatever, we're here with this green, lush, cozy kit from Cricut Paper Co. And I did just move my plants upstairs, so I'll get into that whole thing when I get into the spread, but I just thought that it was a good kit to use for the week. So we have 9 full boxes here and 3 half boxes. There is another full box on the washi sheet. Loving all these plants, obviously. I'm loving this like marble accent. If I'm being honest, I prefer the way she used to do her date covers, but like that's a minor detail. Then we've got these boxes that, as you know, I'm not going to use. I'll use these on the sidebar, but the majority of them will get used in my dailies. More half boxes, glitter headers, to-do headers, more boxes, which I love. I just really love the way that she lays out her full kits, and I'm kind of kicking myself for only getting mini kits of certain things last time I picked them up. This stuff happening over here. This is a great explanation of this kit. You've seen them before. So I'm gonna pop some sheets out of this binder here. All right, so we're set up with the pages. As usual, I'm gonna start laying the foundations of the kit. I'm gonna use the bottom washi, the date covers, the date dots, and let's start with some headers too, because I have not been on point with that lately. This was for the week of, where are my dailies? I don't know if I did dailies for, I really didn't do dailies for all of these days. This starts with the 18th and then we skip to the 21st. So there's gonna be a lot of referencing to Instagram stories. This whole week has kind of been a shit show, understandably. So I am just gonna start by laying down the foundations and we'll go from there. Okay, so I have the foundations of everything set up so far. We are gonna go in and actually start in with the sidebar because I kind of have an idea of what I'm doing with that at this point. As usual, I'm not going to be filling it in on camera, but I will go in and fill it in after the fact. So we have these full boxes. I'm probably, if I'm being honest, not going to use the one with the cat because cats do not resonate with me for any reason. But I'm thinking, you know, I'm just going to do the title box because, yeah. Let's move that out of here for now. It's a little crooked. I did end up finding a new paper for my inserts, so that is super fun. It shipped, I think it shipped yesterday. So it should be here relatively soon. I got some samples. I ended up paying like $30 for samples of paper because this one website wanted to charge you $3 a sheet, which is, you know, it is what it is. They probably have to open a ream, and then that ream is only good for whatever, but mildly frustrating for me to have to find a paper that met all of my standards. Basically, I was just looking for something that printed really crisply, was a bright white, like this color paper right now. I'm like super not into that like blue tinge, like Recollections Passion Planner paper, and I'm looking for this box right here. I couldn't find the sheet, and I wanted pens to write on it without being super smeared, so I think that really depends on the finish of the paper. And lastly, I was looking for a, no, we're not gonna do another glitter header. We might do. We'll do a glitter header. Making up decisions left and right. So like I was saying, lastly, I was really looking for something that had, you know, within a reasonable time frame, you could remove stickers and washi from, because this paper, which is that Hammer Mill 32-pound paper that everyone likes, is absolutely terrible for that. Cannot stand it. Wasn't having it. I always put this movie marquee here. I didn't see any particular movies this week, and then I'll fill in with whatever quarter box is left when this is all said and done, but that sidebar is done. So this is gonna get a little interesting because of my complete lack of dailies this week. There's no way to sugarcoat it. It was a difficult week. I had a hard time. Okay. So, in order to actually figure out what I was doing this week, I had to go back and watch my Instagram stories because I really only have dailies. Well, I say I have dailies. I laid this out on Monday, and then like it was one of those situations where I laid it out, and then just the act of laying it out, like mentally I knew what I was doing for the day. So I had a really productive day on Monday, but now like for the life of me, because I didn't write it down, I can't actually remember what I did. And then I have a daily for Thursday. That's where we're at. So I went back and watched my Instagram stories because between that and the the Passion Planner that I'm using, we filled in the blanks. So we have that going for us. So on Monday, some good things happened. I'm probably not gonna write all of these into the spread, but I had like a really fitness-centric day. Like I had gotten back from Boston on Thursday. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday was like a busy yet relaxed weekend. So Monday, it was like, it was a business day, it was a work day. I was like back to my schedule, feeling more settled, because it takes a lot of time for me to transition between like going back and forth from places all the time. So yeah, we had a very habitual day. We are gonna figure out where we're gonna put this full box first, and also which full box I want to use. We'll do this purse, just because it's like pink and pretty. And I'm actually gonna start at the bottom this time. Then we're gonna use a pink glitter header because that comes after green. I have an order this time and I am sticking to it. So we've got that. So now what did I say? 2 half boxes and 2 quarter boxes. So we're gonna let's do these 2. Alright, so I've got my like little health album, so we're gonna do a fitness sticker first. I'm going to say, let's do this one from Grin and Bear It. I did like a lot of floor work that day. It was just it's nice to be back and like in your own little space, and it's just so good. So that's fitness. This is filming. I think I have one of these in this wonton album. I haven't gotten a chance to organize this yet, so we're just gonna use a little YouTube symbol from Paper Co. I really don't have any specific filming stickers. So I do need to work on that. If I can get this out of here without... This is what happens when you decide to not pull the whole sheet out of the sticker book. You get a little peeled up sticker. But it will be fine. So I filmed. I redid my resume, so we're gonna use a little like study type sticker, which I believe is over here. And I do still have to film this. It's just like the last thing on, oh my god, this one's perfect. This is from Whimsical Cat, and she's just looking real overwhelmed, which is how I feel every single time I look at my resume, because like, it is not, I feel like I'm a very competent person when it comes to things, but I'm not super good at portraying how competent I am, because I'm like really bad at using buzzwords, and I'm really bad about owning up about my own strengths. I tend to be like humble to a fault. That feels like a brag, but it's not. It's the opposite of being humble right now, but like I'm like, I can be humble to a fault. Like I'm more likely to attribute a success to a team versus like this is specifically what I did, you know, to contribute to this. So that's a thing that I have a problem with, basically. In case you want to know my, oh, this is perfect. So for the Adobe Suite, I'm gonna use this. She's hugging her computer, and that's just how I feel when I got Adobe Suite for cheap. Cheap, cheap, cheap. It used to be $50 a month, but for Black Friday, it's $30 a month for an entire year. I'm gonna hug my computer too because of that. So we're gonna fill in. Okay, so Tuesday I filmed, I uploaded, I worked on Black Friday swaps, and I cleaned the cage. Like really nothing of value happened on Tuesday. But let's see. Let's do the little Starbucks just because. And I'm just gonna pop that right on in the middle because I don't have anything better to do. Yeah, so I don't know, it's like stuff I had to get done, but does it make for a good memory keeping spread? Eh. They can't all be winners. If I was out here doing things every day, like I don't even know what I would do with myself. As it is, I can like barely survive not doing things. I really hope that this lack of green glitter headers doesn't come to bite me in the ass. Okay, full box down. All right, so I'm just gonna start placing boxes down for this. Filming, uploading can get a pink box. No, I can get a brown box because of color spacing. That is, you know, by this time next week, I will have all new paper. It'll be totally fine. I worked on Black Friday swaps. That can get a glittery pink box. Because I don't know, that was fine. And then I clean the cage, and that can get a half box. When I write clean cage in my planner, I'm like, for those unfamiliar with rabbit ownership, there's a few different levels of cleaning the cage. I'm sure like, this applies to other pets too, but basically there's like, you know, every day I go in there and I tidy up a little bit because they're just naturally slobs and they don't deserve me. But, and then twice a week, you know, I clean their cage, like, I clean it, I empty the litter box, all of that shabam. I do a spot clean, what have you. But then, what this one is, which happens, yeah, I want to say like twice a month or so. It's like a whole ordeal. There's a lot of scrubbing involved. It's just like hay finds its way into every crevice of anything. So, and like, if you've never gotten a hay splinter, you are not ready for it. Okay, so I do need another film sticker. I'm gonna try to not use that one from Paper Co twice in the same spread. I think I have one from River and Ink in here. Okay, I do. So I'm gonna use that little YouTube button. And then I am actually gonna use another Paper Co sticker because I uploaded and edited, but that's neither here nor there. Just because I really need to get more, now that I'm actually like kind of like consistently doing YouTube, which is really nice. It's like nice to be able to do something somewhat regularly without really having to try too hard. It just comes really naturally to me. I should probably invest or, you know, make my own stickers on that front. So I have film, upload, and we have down here was swaps. So I need a shop sticker, River Street stickers, like little Happy Mail. She's like kissing the envelope. I think it's cute. Okay, so deep clean cage is gonna go over here. And Black Friday swaps is going here. We are going to move on to Wednesday now. Wednesday, I gotta find like a big mopey sticker because literally all I did was organize my desk, declutter, and mope. So we are going to get those two out of the way. You know what, we'll do a full box up top. We'll do, yes, I'll do declutter and I'll do organized desk, and then we're gonna do like a big ol' mope, I think. That just seems like an appropriate response to the situation, and I feel like it puts the weight of the situation at the correct level. Basically. I'm an emo now. I don't know. There's a resurgence, you know, like My Chemical Romance is back. This is perfect timing for me, personally. One of my favorite bands is suddenly exists again, even though they supposedly broke up in like 2012 or something. I don't think it was 2012. I think it was, that's neither here nor there. I'm looking for stickers to say that I organized and I decluttered. So I think I actually have planners related organization stickers. Let's work on that. So I have this clean desk sticker from Banana Doodle Shop. I'm gonna plop that down here. That is exactly what I did. And then I am going to, you know what, I'm gonna use this little mild liner sticker from Grumpy Bear because I just think it fits. I have no other reason. That's all. It's just really cute. I have a scripts. There we go. It's either under adulting or text because the way that I have organized my binder is not exactly perfect. I'm gonna keep this out actually because we might just be doing a montage of things. Let's just no more peopling. You know what? Because like, does decluttering really matter? This one's also from Banana Doodle Shop. And I think, you know, it fits. So we're gonna do a second full box and we're gonna do the plants. And it's gonna be down here at the bottom so that I don't need to use a fourth glitter header. And I'm also going to be using one of these, where did they go? They're like third boxes. I don't know what they're called, but you know what, we're just not gonna use a third glitter header. It is what it is. So I got that down here, and then I actually pulled in, here's the ironic twist for you. We got these, I sat at a table with Paper Co at Wonton. My table was stacked, let me tell you. Anyway, I sat at a table with Paper Co. And she handed out a sheet with her, actually her business card was adorable, but I got this sheet of like crying characters and I was like, haha, when am I gonna need these? How the tables have turned. So I'm gonna put this little crying frog down and I'm just gonna ignore the fact that I ever doubted my need for a crying frog sticker. And I'm just gonna write mope. With a little period, because it is what it is. So we are done with Wednesday. We're moving on to Thursday now, which is where the week gets spicy. Thursday. I guess really all that happened is that I played Pokemon, I worked out, I listened to a lot of emo music, and then I said this thing on my Insta stories that apparently resonated with a few people because they sent me all those like hand emojis, you know? So I am actually going to write that quote down on my spread. So we're gonna work out the framework of that first because I wanna make sure that I have spacing, and then everything else can kind of just fall into place. I'll probably just put Pokemon music or Pokemon and emo music because those are the important things. I'm gonna use this music related, like there's songs for plants and success with houseplants, but there is a CD in here and I just thought that that was fitting. So we are going to put that, I know I'm putting it in the middle, but I'm not sure if I want to start with my quote or if I maybe just want to, we're just going to put it down. Yeah, we're going to put it down here. We're going to do our glitter headers, necessity. This is like, I cannot wait to be able to lift my stickers up because you can tell that I have like no motor skills. So I have my little Muji 0.7 gel pen, Old Faithful. Now I believe I have written it down here. I said 2020 had better watch its ass because I'm taking no shit. So it's not the most eloquent quote. It's very applicable though. Like I just with this, man, oh, that's the mood. Okay, so I'm just gonna start writing that out. We're not gonna do any pre-planning. That came out pretty well. If I'm being honest with you, like, we could be incorporating more of this shit into my spreads, because like honestly it's memory keeping, and I don't know, I feel a certain type of way about memory keeping because I feel like a lot of people think that you need to be posting like Polaroids and stuff, but like that's just not how I live my life. Like I would love to be better at that, and it is something that I'm probably going to try to work on in 2020 because I do stuff all the time. I do not take pictures of it, so I just like journaling, that ain't for me either. Like there's just a lot of stuff happening in my life. So we've got 2 boxes next. We've got Pokemon, which I don't know how I feel about this game, man. Like, ooh. And I'm gonna use another one of these 3rd boxes because I did not leave myself enough room. We've got some emo music happening, particularly Yumi and Everyone We Know, Brand New, and My Chemical Romance, if there are any emo fans listening right now. Naturally, for emo music, I'm gonna use my little Time to Dance, which is named after a fucking emo song. That came full circle. So in case you don't know, I have a sticker in my shop called Time to Dance, and if you know anything about pop music from the mid-2000s, that is the name of a Panic at the Disco song. So that's where that came from. So anyway, I've got the Time to Dance sticker. You know, who do I want to use though? Who do I want to use? Mabel is definitely the most reformed emo, if I have to say. So I'm gonna use her. Oh, wait. I already used Mabel. So we're gonna use Angus because he has a dark soul. That was terrible cursive. We're living and we're learning in this time. And then what did I do? I played Pokemon, so I have a Switch sticker somewhere. I have this whole little games section in my thing because I refuse to be an adult. That's like how I feel about video games. It's like I feel like a lot of older people tend to think that only young people can play video games, but in reality it's like, boy does it bring me joy. This is totally not how I'm playing it because I have never once plugged my Switch into the TV, but here's a Oncemorewithlove sticker. I'm gonna write Pokemans because I know how it's spelled and I refuse. And also I'm like, oh man, I think I'm just too like old, too much of a Pokemon purist to really get into this game, because I'm like, back in my day there were 151 Pokemon, that's it. So I think I already went on this rant. It's been a long week. So anyway, okay, what are we doing? Friday was Friday was the time. Like, Friday was the time. So, we're gonna do a full box up at the top. Which one are we doing? I feel like skincare is a good, and like makeup, because it was like, boy, did I need to moisturize my face after losing all of my hydration through tears. I drank so much coconut water on Friday, like it's not even funny. I was like, I need to be replenished. So, that happened. And I like, man, I have feelings, I swear. It's just like, first of all, me joking about it is partially a coping mechanism, I'm sure. But at the same time, like, it's currently Tuesday and I'm so far removed from this situation. Even, it's like, I'm not far removed from it because it's like 9.5 years of my life, but like, oh man, I can't even begin to tell. I've been telling people I'm not upset. I'm a disappointed dad. Like, I'm disappointed in the situation. I'm disappointed with how things turned out. I'm disappointed in the person that he became, like, just everything about that. And I'm sure I'm not without fault either, but there was just a lot of shit going on in the background that I've been dealing with for the past 1.5 years. And it's like, personal apologies to all of my friends who told me that I deserved better, because it took me until literally just now to see that. And there's a lot of like realizations over this weekend. So instead of addressing any of that, I'm gonna use one of my script stickers. It says one singular yike. And that's how I feel about the situation. Wow, this is actually an oops. I pulled an oops from my own stash, which is pretty indicative of how this week has been going. I usually recycle these, but this sticker is fine. It's just the ones on the bottom that are kind of meh. So we're gonna do some layering. I'm gonna find a character sticker from my expressions binder to kind of put up here. I'm feeling like it might have to be this one from Fox and Cactus, because boy, that's a mood. I have a lot of tired stickers, like. Okay, so we're at a tie right now. Hold on, I'm gonna bookmark these. Wow, all the couple stickers, that's great. Yeah, so it's between this Bubba side eye and this is fine. I might do Bubba. I think I need to do Bubba. So we have that going for us. What actually happened on Friday after that was I was not feeling like doing any kind of work whatsoever. So I did as much of my job as I was like, you know, required to do, because I am a responsible person still. And then I pieced out of work at like 3. Went to Peter's store. So I'm gonna put down a little scalloped box for that, I believe. Maybe. Let's do a glitter box actually. So I hung out at the bakery for a little bit, and then I helped him package cookies, talked with, you know, his coworkers who I'm like, you know, friendly with. We've known each other for years. And you know, while I'm at it, I'm just gonna put this weekend banner. I'm jumping ahead, but I need some stuff out of the way so that I can like focus. So I hung out there for a few hours, and then we head up to Northampton, which is like a town, you know, it's like a hip area near me basically. So we did that. We got some boba, so I'm going to be using a sticker for that. So we'll do this for Northampton. We just went up there, then we got some boba in Northampton, and then we went back to my house to make drinks. And by that I mean we made an entire blender of margaritas. It was great. And what did we make? My mom really wanted a chocolate martini, so we did that too. I'm like not a fan. I did not enjoy that chocolate martini in any way whatsoever, but I drank it, so yeah, we have that. So let's see, I have a boba sticker for boba. This is from my shop, obviously. We're gonna do boop, boop, boop. No, boop, 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 boop. Yes, okay. Cool, so I have Boba. So I've just got a little car sticker from Once More With Love to say that we drove up to Northampton. Then the rest of this day is going to be really, really Once More With Love centric, because it turns out that these are just the most appropriate stickers I've ever seen in my entire life. So for hanging out with Peter, I'm going to use this little like hugging munchkin. I don't have any other Friends stickers. I should probably get some. I'm like filling up my Black Friday cart now, and I think I got some that say friend date. I'm going to need those. And then I have the Screw It sticker. Very appropriate. So we're putting those down here, and I'm gonna fill in now. So basically, one singular yike. That's a mood right now. Hung out with Peter, went to Northampton, got some boba. Oh my god, the boba was so good. I got like peach milk tea with just the regular tapioca balls. And then Peter, I think, got like a mango tea with like, he got pretty much every popping boba and also star jelly that this place had. So that was something. They like really had to funnel that stuff in because it was also served to us in like a little light bulb. I don't know. The whole thing was pretty cool. It wasn't like the best boba I've ever had, but I live in Western Mass and there is almost nothing available to us, so it was boba. Next up, we have the weekend. I already put down this weekend sticker. So like if Friday was like a stressful day, Saturday and Sunday were very like take action. Like I'm very much like, we've had our day to mope, we've had our day to have feelings. Now we're going to come up with like a 10-point action plan to improve our situation. So what was basically decided was that I will be moving upstairs into the upstairs bedroom. And basically it is I've been living with my parents for the past year and a half or so. Basically what happened was we moved back from Texas. We had already had some issues in Texas. I've made it fairly public that he you know, broke up with me in Texas, and then had kind of decided that he regretted his choice. So we got back together, but we were like working on it and living separately an hour and a half away from each other, which I don't think was the most productive thing ever, but it is what it is. So I've been living with my parents for the past year and a half, essentially, almost now. And I have been living downstairs in the office on a sleeper sofa, basically, just because I've been looking for jobs in Boston. I've been like, you know, framing it from the reference of this is only temporary. I'll be out of here any day now. So like, what's the effort of putting a bedroom together? But now obviously this situation has changed. So we decided it was, you know, beneficial to everyone basically to clear out the upstairs bedroom that used to be my bedroom that I shared with my sister growing up. She's since moved out as well. So clear that out, set it up, use that as a bedroom. Unsettling, I guess, is the word, to be going through what I'm going through, you know, the ending of a 9.5-year relationship, and then also not really have a space that I can call my own. The office is effectively my space, and it's still going to be my office because I work remotely and I operate the shop out of there, and the buns are going to stay down there. But you know, it's been really nice. I bought some bedding, I went to Home Goods and Marshalls, I dropped a bunch of money on decorations. I got this stupid little sign. I was standing there in Home Goods and it was marked on clearance for $5. It's a small sign. It's got to be like 6x6 or something like that. Maybe it's 8x8. And it's just this pink thing of French fries, and it says fries before guys. And I stood there in Home Goods and I just like cackled. Like, okay, yes, this is what I need right now. This is what I need in my life. So that's the mood for Saturday and Sunday, basically. I mean, you know, it's rough. It's definitely rough, but I just gotta, you have to frame it from that. For me, there's no sense in dwelling on something that's already happened that can't be productively changed. And, you know, that's where I am right now. It can't be productively changed. There's nothing I can do to change this situation. There's nothing that I can do to fix anything. So instead of spending my time focusing on that aspect of it, I'm going to spend my time focusing on things that improve my life. So that's what we're doing. Putting the full boxes down, on the bottom stacked together like I like to do on the weekends. And we are just having an eventful weekend. So basically, actually, we started Saturday with some gingerbread cold brew. Anyway, I finally picked a box for Saturday. So there's this like cold brew basically that I saw. Okay, so what's gonna go in this box is, you know, a mildly funny anecdote. And I'm actually gonna put this box down as well while I'm at it. Right here. Okay, so gingerbread coffee story time while I look for a sticker for that. I was at the grocery store, it was over a month ago at this point, because it was like the one time I saw it and it was like way too early to be considering gingerbread. Like it was still very firmly pumpkin spice season. So I found this cold brew from a brand that was non-dairy. First of all, it was an oat milk cold brew, and it was ginger snap flavored. Now I am super mad that Starbucks has decided that they don't want to offer me my gingerbread latte this year. Whatever, they just don't care about Kate. So you know, I'm looking out here for alternatives. I tried to make myself my own sad gingerbread latte and it did not go well. It was very chunky on account of the cinnamon. Just like not great. So I found it in the store, but it was like way too early and I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna wait a few weeks to buy this because I am not in the mood. A few weeks go by and I'm finally like, it is time. And I can't remember what damn store I found it at. It ended up being at like the one Stop and Shop that we never go to, the one in town. We always go one town over to go shopping. So anyway, my mom found it Friday night when she was at the store and bought it for me, so I got to have it Saturday morning. It was just a really nice thing to wake up to and have, and it's like those little things that, you know, when you're like struggling, that like really brightens your day. So that was that. Then I have this half box here is to say that we started moving rooms. So I'm not actually sure what I have as far as that is concerned. I'm gonna have to go through my binders and see if I can find something that exemplifies that. But you know what, let's pull in some of these Simply Gilded plant stickers while we're at it because I like them. And I love this. So we're just pulling in other things. Okay, so I don't have a sticker that really does it, so I'm gonna use this little Simply Gilded plant sticker to say that I moved rooms, because I did move my plants up there. They are currently attempting to live their best lives. I have to do something about my Monstera. It's just, it was sad when I bought it, in my defense. And it has only gotten more sad since then. I just feel like it needs to be repotted or something. And I don't have the time. So I have that, and I have my little snake plant. I have my little pothos. I'm trying to keep some plants in the office too, just because, you know, I like that pop of lushness and color in life. But other than that, I'm just gonna pop this Thou Shall Not Try Me sticker down on the bottom. This is from Taylor & Tucker. She doesn't offer it anymore, but it is one of my favorite stickers, and that is not the first sheet I've owned of it, so that's just how I feel about that, generally speaking. It fits the vibe of the kit really well too. And we went to Michael's and Marshall's also, so I am going to use some boxes for that as soon as I figure out what size I want to use. We did a lot at Michael's and Marshall's. We did. I got more embroidery hoops to put my pins on. I got some more fabric. Oh, we did end up going to Joann's too. So I'll use 3 if they fit. So I'm just gonna write Michael's, Marshall's, and Joann's. I don't need a sticker, I feel like. I'm just gonna... This is really bad writing. Like, truly not my best, but... I feel like I get in this mood at the end of every Plan With Me where I'm like, okay, we're almost done. It's nice that Joann was green. I did not plan on that, but yeah. So I got some embroidery hoops and some fabric to hang up more of my pins because I ran out of room for those a while ago and I needed to upgrade. At Marshall's I got a few things. I was looking for bedding, but I didn't find any. I ended up ordering some on Amazon actually. And then at Joann's I got some fleece for the rabbits. I'm gonna try to make them like a little bed thing that I found a tutorial for online, so we're gonna do that. Probably after Thanksgiving. I'm just gonna wait until the holidays are over to like make a mess with the sewing machine. And then on Sunday, I might just use 3 half boxes if I still have them. Do I have any left? I might be down to 1. That can't be right. I've got 2. So we might just use 2. 2 half boxes? Okay. That's fine. On Sunday, on Sunday, 2 days ago, I cleaned, I went to Home Goods, still looking for bedding. I didn't find any, but you know, it is what it is. And I don't know. I'm gonna use another one of those like little emotional stickers just because I am still feeling a certain type of way about it. So I went to Home Goods, I cleaned, and I planned. That's why I use this little planning sticker down here. I'm also gonna use a, let's see what I wanna do. What do I have left for boxes even? Let's see. I did not plan this out well. So we're gonna do a pink guy here and a squiggly guy here. Perfect. That's sufficient. I'm gonna use this sticker from Banana Doodles shop. It says "Go baby girl." I just, you know. No, you know what? We're gonna do "You a badass bitch" because this is how I'm feeling about the whole situation. We're gonna plop that puppy down right there. And then Home Goods, cleaning, planning. I did a lot of planning. We are reassessing the life, basically. You know, I don't have that many shopping stickers actually. I need like a cart. We're gonna use this Prim Co little shopping sticker. And actually we're also gonna use this Simply Me Kish add to cart sticker. I'm just kind of gonna wrap Home Goods and Amazon into room shopping instead of one specific thing. Perfect. And then cleaning, so I have cleaning stickers over here. We're gonna use this cleaning day sticker from Whimsical Cat over here. We did like a full clean, like carpet clean, did some things to the dressers to make them more usable, I guess, because they're pretty old and my sister did some damage to them. So that was done. That had to cure for a day, so I finally got to move my stuff onto my dresser last night on Monday. And then I have planning, so I think I'm gonna use this little Fox and Pip leg sticker, like I call it. We're just gonna stick that down there, layer that over the box, and I'm just gonna write plan with a little heart. Because, you know, we were just assessing things, figuring out what we're doing with our life, figuring out what we need to, like I said, you know, I'm a planner. We all know I'm a planner, but I'm very much like a list maker. Here are the steps. This is what I'm doing. I'm a very like productivity centric person, so this is kind of how I cope with these kind of things. So anyway, that is that's the spread. Let me pop it into the binder with the other sheet so you can see the whole picture, and it'll probably say some things. So there we go. There's the finished spread. I absolutely love how this came out. I think that it really kind of like evokes the feeling that I was going for, which isn't necessarily like dwelling on the negatives that have happened, but focusing on like growth and flourishing and making the changes that I need in order to kind of like deal with this like new chapter of my life. So I just, you know, I'm not a deep person usually, but I do feel like the spread was like very important to me. And although I didn't necessarily write that Matt and I broke up explicitly on this spread, I think that, you know, the mood is there. The mood is there. I'm loving this. I definitely want to incorporate this into my spread more. And yeah, this was a good experience, I think, for me. So I'm gonna end it here. That's it. Later.